Oh, here we go. Messed up on work history report and new 5-year look back. All right, let's see what this is about.
Yeah.
I filled my work history report in January and got some dates wrong. One job I worked until April of 2019, but I reported that I worked there until 2018. I figured this out by reviewing my earnings report at SSA. Good
Yep.
job on that because they're going straight to the source. I'm waiting on an initial decision, and the new 5-year rule would still make this job irrelevant. Would the decision makers know what months in 2019 I earned that income, or should I do something? It's now been 11 months since I filed, and I'm at step 3, stuck at 90%.
Well, it's 90% of what? Uh, he was trying to correct his, it's my understanding that your earnings report reflects what was reported to this, as far as Social Security taxes for that income period. And he's saying, I filled out a work history report in January and got some dates wrong. I'm not quite sure why he was filling out a work history report. One job I worked until April, I reported I had worked there until 18. I mean, his earnings report, I mean, the Social Security report should list his earnings, but then he's got to, if it's for the wrong period or wrong amount, he's done what he needs to do is go back and file a change. Now, 11 months, that might not be unusual for the workload these fine people at Social Security Administration have. But if he's followed their steps, and I guess he's saying, I filed and I am at step 3, stuck at 90%. I guess that means whatever the process is, he's 90% completed, waiting for them to correct his earnings record. That's about all I can surmise from that.
Got it. If anyone's interested in the Social Security report that's custom to you, just schedule a quick call in the description. It's called Intro Meeting, and that link will be below in the description. And yeah, so that,
Absolutely.
yep.
This, the key is educate yourself. It's amazing. The vast majority of people are flying by the seat of their pants. They don't pay attention, and it can impact your actual benefit during retirement. And
It's like not studying for a test.
yeah, well, it's, you educate yourself. You know,
Yeah.
once you start digging, you start coming up with more questions.
Mhm.
And now's the time to get the answers, not 5 years into your retirement and receiving Social Security benefits. You're sort of like up the creek without a paddle.
Yeah.
You can't change it.
Right.
So preparing yourself now can have a tremendous impact on what you receive or help you avoid making mistakes
Got it.
that you even aren't aware of. And that's the sad part.
Oh, and there's so many. You mentioned the survivor benefits, spousal benefits, and then we're going to go into a question right now about child survivor benefits. There's so many aspects to it.
That's
This person right here, question about age and amount received and other general questions. Please help!
uh,
Exclamation point. So I'm
uh,
currently helping my 64-year-old mother apply for Medicare. She will be 65 in August. I'm also looking into applying for her Social Security. It says on the SSA website that the longer you wait to apply, the greater the amount will be.
true,
It makes it seem like a 69-year-old would receive more than a 65-year-old.
true.
Is this because they worked longer and paid more taxes? How much of a
No,
difference could a few years really make? Here's some more info about my mom. She has worked her entire life. She's currently making about 20 to 22,000 a year, if that, working in a grocery store. I'm going to open this up more so we can
yeah,
read the rest. Uh, okay. Before that, she worked for the school system in the cafeteria, never making much money, 20 to 30K a year. She was a waitress at restaurants before that, which is mostly tip money, so I don't know what kind of taxes she paid. My dad, however, made all of the money. He made a good living. He's currently getting Social Security slash disability at $2,765 a month. They are married and live together. My mother is getting old and it's difficult for her to work with health problems. I would like for her to work only part time and pull Social Security and Medicare. How should we go about filing for this? Should she file jointly under my dad? I'm trying to get a grasp on the best way to go about this so we can get the most out of it.
Well, she would probably at her full retirement age, which may be 66, depending on her age,
Mm-hmm.
probably if he's dealing with her right now, her full retirement age is going to be probably 66, 67.
Yep.
Then, she would potentially would be eligible for her benefit and or half of his benefit.
She was born in 1960, it looks like. So full retirement age is 67 years old for her.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
So so back to, he's saying here that she'll be eligible for Medicare when she's 65 in August, which is true. She can also file for her Social Security benefit, but it's going to be less than her full retirement benefit. And what happens beyond her full retirement age of 67, literally monthly, her benefit increases if she's not taking it. But once she takes it, it's locked in and it won't change except for cost of living adjustments that are done annually by the Social Security Administration.
Are you saying so maybe it might be best for the mother here to collect on the father until what, like 70 maybe, or the full retirement age, and then take her own benefit depending on the amount?
Potentially. And again, this would be a classic report to say, okay, you put all the moving parts in, like he's already on, did he say, was his father disabled?
His father makes a lot of money, it looks like, and he's already getting Social Security at almost $2,800 a month.
Okay.
So he's getting a good benefit, and looks like he made a good living, is what this guy's saying. So
right. Well,
yeah.
the key is going to be her first, pulling for him to have her Social Security earnings statement pulled, and then it'll show him her projected benefit, and then at her full retirement age, she may be eligible for half of his benefit if greater.
Right. Right.
This is
So
a classic where we could, you put in the husband's already receiving his benefit, you put in his wife's earnings report amounts, and then it'll tell us which is better. I mean, should she take hers or his, and when? But it'll show, year by year by year, what her benefit amount would be. When his statement earlier about, he said it says on the SSA website that the longer you wait to apply, the greater the amount. True. First, you go ahead and file for Medicare, and then you got to determine, okay, when's the best time to take her income? Depend upon her husband's health. Is he healthy? There's a lot of moving parts here where what other assets do they have? I mean, if he died, would she have enough money to live on?
So this is a situation where there's so many different possibilities of what could happen. So it's important to look at the report that we're able to make to get a full view on all the different options. What's right for them, that's an opinion, and they need to pick what they feel best with, and what's actually best for them. So that report can help them see everything.
Exactly.